Don't forget to like.
Why Odisha wants to have its own Tiger Census, how it will be done. So this is the news. From the heading itself, we could able to come to a conclusion that Odisha is going to conduct its own Tiger Census. Why? Because we will look into it. The first and foremost reason is the Odisha state government is not satisfied with the results of All India Tiger Census estimate, which was released recently, the 5th Tiger Census, which was released recently, in which it was said that nearly half of the tigers which is present in the Odisha has been vanished when compared to the 2016 data, and in that the Satkosia Tiger Reserve left with no more tigers. So this is what the data that has been released by All India Tiger Estimate, which was released recently by the Union Environmental Ministry. But what the Odisha government has said is that they have calculated the tigers in their state with less sample size, and then because of the lesser sample size and deployment of lesser camera trapping system, only lesser amount of tiger was identified as well as recorded in the All India Tiger Census estimate. This was the blame made by the Odisha state government on the All India Tiger Census estimate, and right now they are going to conduct their own census with using camera trapping as well as DNA analysis of the scat of the tigers. It will be conducted in 4 phases. The first phase involves collection of information in relation to the sources of tigers that is present across the Odisha using sign survey. What is the sign survey is? Detecting the presence of tigers using their pug mark as well as the scat and their killings, etc. Identifying tigers through this indicators is called as sign survey. So first they will be locating the sources of tigers through this sign survey, and after that in the phase 2 of the Tiger Census only, the actual groundwork of recording the data in relation to the number of tigers that is present in the Odisha will be made. Thirdly, the camera traps will be the data that has been collected in the camera traps will be analyzed, so that the redundancy the tiger data will be neglected. And then in the 4th as well as 5th analysis, the camera trap as well as the DNA findings, the analysis of the pug mark, scat as well as the killing of the tigers, those kind of data, DNA analysis will be made. After that only the final estimate of the Tiger Census in relation to the Odisha state government will be released. So this is what the Tiger Census of the Odisha state government is about. And how the news is being related to the civil service examination is, under prelims the news is related to general issues on environmental ecology. Similarly, under mains it is related to GS paper 3, conservation, environmental pollution, degradation, environmental impact assessment. Okay, let's get into first what is All India Tiger Estimate is about. It is the census being conducted by government to collect the data related to the tigers that is present across the India. So it will be conducted every once in 4 years, and it will be conducted by National Tiger Conservation Authority, a statutory authority which was created under Wildlife Protection Act 1972. Wildlife Protection Act 1972. And it will be done through double sampling method, that is using the camera trapping as well as the pug mark identification simultaneously. So that is what that double sampling method is about. And NTCA, that is National Tiger Conservation Authority, will be implementing the census along with the officials of environmental officials of state governments as well as the conservation activists as well as the other civil society organization. And recently the 5th Tiger Census has been released, and what it has said is that India is home to nearly 75% of the world tiger population, and this year's tiger finding has shown that nearly 6.1% of tiger population made a growth when compared to the previous census, and in that Madhya Pradesh occupies the topmost rank in the number of tigers that is present. Secondly, it comes the Karnataka with 563 tigers. Thirdly, it is the Maharashtra with 444 tigers, and Uttarakhand is the tiger reserve in the Uttarakhand has the highest density of tiger population. Similarly, the largest tiger reserve is the Nagarjuna Sirisalam Tiger Reserve that is present in Andhra. So these are all the important findings being released under the 5th Tiger Census recently. Okay, let's have a look into the details in relation to the tiger. It lives in a climate that varies from Siberian types of climate to subtropical as well as tropical type of climates, and it belongs to genus Panthera member, and nearly 8 subspecies of tigers are present across the world. In that, Bengal tigers, Caspian tigers, Amur tigers, Java tigers, South China tigers, Bali tigers, Sumatra tigers as well as Indo-Chinese tigers. These are all the 8 subspecies of the tigers, and in that Java tigers as well as the Bali tigers has become extinct. Okay. Under the Wildlife Protection Act, it has been given a protection of Schedule 1 kind of protection. Similarly, under IUCN, it is listed as endangered species. So that correspondingly, the corresponding measurements or the conservation activities needed to be done to ensure that the species is sustainable. And under CITES, it comes under Appendix 1. So this is what the protection given by National Statutory Act as well as the global conventions. Let's have a look into the Project Tigers. It is the scheme which was implemented by central government under Ministry of Environmental as well as Forest and Climate Change from 1973. From starting of its implementation till now, the Project Tiger has been successful because of the increased number of tigers which we could able to find from the estimates that was released in the recent Tiger Census, and it is being implemented by again National Tiger Conservation Authority to ensure that maintenance of viable population in the tiger that is present across the country, so that the tiger related ecosystem and the ecosystem related livelihood of the people will be safeguarded. So this is what the important objective for implementation of Project Tiger is about. What need to be studied further is we should know about what is Wildlife Protection Act, what are all the important statutory bodies that has been created under the Wildlife Protection Act, and then secondly we should know about IUCN, Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Fauna as well as Flora, that is in short form it is CITES. Thirdly, we should also know about the Project Elephant. So these are all the important analysis in relation to the Tiger Census and the state's Tiger Census which is going to be conducted by Odisha is about.